The Joplin City Council hears the action plans for city improvement. The council also heard a presentation on Project Launchpad. 3 people are murdered in 2 southwest Missouri counties, and officials say they're connected.
The 4 states' most watched news starts now.
The Joplin City Council meets to discuss the city's future. This is KOAM News at 10. One item on the agenda has to do with the city's 2021 action plans. KOAM's Bronte Sorotsky spoke with the city manager to find out more.
Joplin City Council is hosting a work session. One thing on the agenda includes presenting a list of action plans for the city. In this meeting, city staff will be sharing their goals for Joplin and discussing how to achieve them. Joplin City Manager Nick Edwards says, "This meeting is just the first step in creating change in the community."
I expect it to be a multi-step process where we continue to refine these plans.
Nick says the list of 6 goals all work with one another.
What it really speaks to is a quality of place thought. And so there's things that we need to do here at the City of Joplin to improve the quality of place. And you can improve the quality of place in many different ways.
The ways or action plans include addressing declining neighborhoods, homelessness, increasing economic opportunities, reducing crime, and improving city service levels. No vote will take place tonight, but the mayor and council will be asked their opinions on each proposed plan.
So that we can continue to refine those and hopefully finalize them sometime this summer.
Nick says he knows the community wants more.
With those improvements, there does come cost, and that does require additional funding.
Majority of their funding could possibly have to come from taxpayer dollars, but they would have to be willing to fund it.
We don't have to seek out these improvements. We can continue the status quo, but I do think there's support for better service to the community.
Now, they will discuss with the community, council, and mayor.
And this is us sharing with the council our plans or our ideas to help them resolve their 6 goals or priorities. Some we can do at no cost. Some will require cost.
Once they know what goals the public supports, the city council will focus on how to get them funded. In Joplin, Bronte Sorotsky, KOAM News.
Now, also at tonight's work session, the Joplin Chamber of Commerce and Missouri Southern presented their plans for Project Launchpad. Now, Project Launchpad is a proposed business incubator. It would feature areas for entrepreneurs to get their businesses off the ground. That includes 3 culinary incubators for budding restaurateurs. It would also be what they're calling the new front door for Missouri Southern to engage businesses and prospective students.
So it's going to be really fun to have high school students, college students in the business community actually being an active part of the entrepreneurial ecosystem here in Joplin.
The partial funding for the project would come through grants. Doug Heddy joining us on what was a very lovely day across the area.
Yeah, it turned out fantastic. Out of the deep freeze, finally got rid of all the snow except the little piles out there, but temperature's great. It felt amazing, upper 50s to near 60 degrees. Kind of a cold start, 29 during the morning hours, but clear skies. We had sunny skies today. We still have clear skies out there for us now. Most of the Central Plains look pretty good, so we're going to focus our attention on our next storm system out across the Pacific Northwest. This will start to affect us tomorrow night into Wednesday. It's a fast-moving wave. It's fairly weak. It's not a huge deal, but at least we're not going to get too cold tonight. Most of us mid-40s. We have a southerly wind that's kind of keeping our temperatures up. Eventually, we'll drop back to about 33, 43 by 9, 62 by noon, up to 68. So we're going to press 70 for us tomorrow afternoon. When is our next chance for rain, snow, colder temperatures? We'll look at all that here in just a bit.
All right, Doug, thank you. The Jasper County and Newton County Sheriff offices are working together on a homicide investigation. That's because the victims were found in each of their counties. The murders happened this weekend. Authorities have identified 2 of the victims found in Avila, Missouri. They were 34-year-old Mason McClure and 34-year-old Nicole Hodges. Investigators say both victims had multiple gunshot wounds. The third victim, 25-year-old Briley O'Banion, was found in a ditch alongside State Line Road and Angus Drive in Newton County. Authorities have arrested Kevin Johnson, a 24-year-old from Reeds, in connection with the murders. Johnson is charged in Jasper County with 2 counts of first-degree murder and 2 counts of armed criminal action. Today is Sarah Burton's 31st birthday. Burton went missing a couple of years ago, and authorities are once again asking for the public's help in finding her. Now, Burton was reported missing on July 16th in 2018. Police have followed numerous leads in Joplin, Newton County, Oklahoma, and Kansas, including several searches, but they haven't found anything. Of course, if you have information, you're asked to contact the Joplin Police Department. Well, still ahead, President Biden makes remarks to the nation as we surpass another grim COVID-19 milestone, 500,000 dead. And COVID-19 cases in Joplin are dropping, but could Joplin be dropping its mask mandate? President Biden says Americans need to fight the pandemic as one people. The president called for unity on the day the country surpassed 500,000 deaths from COVID-19. Natalie Brand reports from the White House.
The coronavirus has now claimed more than 500,000 lives in the United States. President Biden put the sobering milestone in perspective.
That's more Americans who have died in 1 year in this pandemic than in World War I, World War II, and the Vietnam War combined.
The president urged Americans to remember and remain vigilant.
While we've been fighting this pandemic for so long, we have to resist becoming numb to the sorrow.
Vice President Kamala Harris and the second gentleman joined the president and first lady for a moment of silence as 500 candles lined the stairs of the South Portico, each representing 1,000 Americans killed by COVID-19.
President Biden has ordered U.S. flags to be flown at half-staff this week as the administration tries to get a handle on the unpredictable disease.
We are working on rolling out a lot of vaccine to a lot of people, and yet we still have a lot of disease.
The White House's coronavirus response team says vaccine production and distribution remain its top priorities. Recent storms have disrupted deliveries across the country.
I reported on Friday that we would catch up on deliveries by the end of this week. We now anticipate that all backlog doses will be delivered by midweek.
The CDC says more than 44 million people have received at least one dose of the Moderna or Pfizer vaccine. 19.4 million have received both shots and are fully vaccinated. Natalie Brand, CBS News, the White House.
The worldwide coronavirus death toll now stands at more than 2.4 million. The city of Joplin's mask mandate is set to expire at the end of the month, and with dropping case numbers, city leaders will have to decide whether to renew it. Now, the first mask mandate was put in place in July of 2020, and the current mandate went into effect in November of last year. Now, the mayor tells us they may have a special meeting later this week if it's something the city council wants to discuss. Says it may be a hard discussion since the positivity rate and average number of new cases a day are both in the single digits.
With one hand, you can say it's working so well, it's doing its job, why would you pull it? And on the other hand, you might say, you know, we've weathered the storm, you know, just on, you know, after last week, and we feel like we're at a place where we can afford to pull it now. And I can't speak to council on that. I'm sure it'll be weighing out those two things.
There's currently 40 active cases in Joplin, and there's been 124 deaths. The Newton County Health Department Administrator Larry Bergner says the department is getting 975 doses of the Pfizer COVID-19 vaccine this week. Bergner says the department will be partnering with Prater's Pharmacy in Seneca and Mitchell's Pharmacy in Neosho to provide greater access to the vaccine in the county. The health department is having an appointment-only clinic on Thursday in Neosho, and the pharmacies are setting clinics at their locations. The health department is having an appointment-only clinic again on Thursday in Neosho. Kansas Governor Laura Kelly declared today Supermarket Appreciation Day. Though supermarket appreciation is a bit of a misnomer. We're not appreciating the supermarkets, rather the people who work there and serve us, even if it means putting their own lives at risk. Raina Flores has the story.
Topeka's Hy-Vee store hosted the signing of Supermarket Appreciation Day. This day will be proclaimed to recognize the heroes we see in our everyday lives.
Thank you to Governor Kelly for bringing attention to the important role that supermarket employees play in our daily lives, and especially the work and sacrifice they have made during these unprecedented times.
Cashiers, bakers, and supermarket owners have kept these stores open in a pandemic, and they have done it without hesitation.
Today and every day, they deserve our thanks and appreciation for their courage and their dedication. To all of the employees here today, you have my sincerest gratitude for your work. Thank you for feeding our communities in the face of such uncertainty.
Grocery stores are the backbones of local communities.
While others were able to stay home, supermarket employees did not. They got up every day and they went to work.
All during the pandemic, employees made sure the stores were clean and the shelves were stocked.
And with that, I'm going to read the proclamation and then I will sit down and sign it.
And again, that was Raina Flores reporting. Well, Doug Heddy is up next with his complete forecast, and later the Missouri Southern baseball team looks to remain undefeated as they take on Missouri S&T. Jacob Leonard has those highlights in sports.
Well, we started off this work week, at least on the right note. The past couple of weeks, not so much with the ice and the snow and, of course, the extreme Arctic air that we've had over the past couple of weeks. Finally, it is gone. Temperatures near 60 for us today and plenty of sunshine across the region. And it looks like we're going to be even warmer as we work into the daytime hours tomorrow. Great time lapse, Indigo Sky Casino and Resort, of course, just outside Seneca, Missouri. We had a little bit of patchy morning fog, but really burn off pretty quickly. Zooming in downtown, 48 south winds and about 10. Humidity's at 50%, so temperatures still pretty good. Pittsburgh 47, Neosho 43. We have Webb sitting at 47, 49 in Carthage, and then 46 in Miami, Oklahoma. But temperature is pretty consistent across the entire four-state area. Most of us are sitting mid-40s, 44 in Yates Center, 44 in Grove. We have Carthage sitting at about 46 degrees. South winds kind of keeping those temperatures up. Those south winds at about 10 to 15. We're getting some gusts near 20 at times, but those southerly winds help our temperature stay up tonight and really help us warm up as we work into the daytime hours tomorrow. Clear skies, had sunshine for us today. We're going to continue to get clear skies throughout the overnight hours tonight. Really, the entire Central Plains look pretty good. So let's move west. You can see a little bump out toward Denver. That is a ridge of high pressure. That's going to be on top of us tomorrow. That gives us the great weather. Out in the Pacific Northwest, that's where our next storm system is. Vancouver, Portland. It's a fast-moving weak wave, but it will change our weather a little bit for us tomorrow night and then heading into Wednesday. Tonight, partly cloudy, near freezing. Plenty of sunshine tomorrow. Southerly winds kind of increasing throughout the day. So we'll have those south winds at about 10 to 20. But look at our temps, mid-60s in our northern counties. And then our southern counties should be up near 70. So here's your day planner. We'll start at 33. 62 by noon. High temp is 68 degrees. South winds at about 10 to 15 for us tomorrow. Tomorrow night, clouds will start to increase. Cold front slides in, so clouds increase. A little bit of drizzle, random shower or two late tomorrow night into Wednesday morning, especially along and south of the I-44 corridor. That rules out Wednesday afternoon. Still fine. It's just going to be a little bit cooler as we go into the low to mid 50s for highs. So let's look down the road. A fast moving wave on Thursday. This may spit a couple showers at us. Friday looks good. Saturday looks good. Sunday, rain chances increase again. This system rolls through. Here comes another one. Late Monday into Tuesday. So it gets pretty active over the next couple weeks. So if we look at next week, most of the week's going to be cool, so we're looking at 40s and 50s. But we'll have that system late Monday into Tuesday, late Wednesday into Thursday, and then another one late Friday into Saturday. So I think majority rain, but could get a little bit of snow, especially on Tuesday. The next week we warm up, and then we go back down by the weekend of the 13th and 14th. But overall, we're heading toward the spring months. 68 tomorrow, 53 on Wednesday, 47 on Thursday, 49 on Friday. The temperatures over the weekend look pretty good, just those rain chances by Sunday into Monday. That's our best chance for rain over the next 7 days, is going to be the system on Sunday and Monday.
I can take rain chances over snow chances. You know, it's like you said, though, the snow was nice. It's good to see it gone, but at least we got something out of those frigidly cold temperatures.
Yeah, you never want to be 15 below, and I mean, if it's going to be that cold, might as well snow.
And it might as well snow a lot.
Yeah.
Doug, thank you so much. Well, the warmer weather is officially here, but many four-staters are still dealing with the effects of the winter storm, and others are waiting on those effects. Power bills could spike for many across the area, including Oklahoma.
The historic cold caused major challenges to our energy supply. Renewable sources like wind and solar dropped to almost zero production. Natural gas wells froze and compressor stations went offline. That left utility companies really scrambling to buy extra energy on the spot market at skyrocketing prices. Because of that, I know many Oklahomans are worried about what this could mean for their utility bills. And I want you to know that we're going to do everything we can to help you and your families get through this.
Stitt says he's working with state leaders to come up with a plan to help with energy bills. Well, coming up in sports, the Galena boys aim to push their winning streak to 16 games against Colgan. Plus, sign of spring, it's opening day for Pitt State baseball. Jacob Leonard joins us with those highlights next.
Baseball season is finally here for the Pittsburg State Gorillas. After having 3 games canceled last week, the Gorillas are at home for Game 1 today, hosting Missouri Western. Now, Pitt State got some high expectations this season. They're picked 4th in the MIAA preseason poll. 2-1 game in the second. Check out the throw from Grayson Pinkett. Right on the money. Gorillas hold on to that 1-run lead. Bottom 2, Blaine Ohlmeyer pokes one through the other side. Dawson Pomeroy comes home from second. Pitt State back up 2. That was a big inning for PSU. Garrett McGowan really hammered this one, man. 3-run homer, his second long ball of the day. McGowan drives in 6. The bottom of the 5th now, Ryan Koval with the bases loaded. Hammers it off the wall in center. That will clear the bases. Big day at the dish for Pitt State. Gorillas take their opener over Western 17-12.
You know, it took us 2 touchdowns and a field goal to have a chance to win. But, you know, again, we're learning. We got a lot of baseball games in the next 5 days. You know, excited for our offense that played well today, and we got to come back out and play better tomorrow.
Just really concentrated, and I was seeing the ball well, and I put a couple good swings on balls, and, you know, things happen.
The Gorillas are right back on the field tomorrow afternoon, hosting Northwest Missouri State at 2 o'clock. The Missouri Southern Lions wrap up the MIAA GLVC crossover today. The Lions are 5-0 to start the year and have made it up to number 19 in the national rankings. Now, Southern on the field today against Missouri S&T, looking to continue their perfect start. The Miners load the bases in the top of the 1st, but Will Bossinger gets out of it with back-to-back strikeouts. Game still scoreless. 2nd inning, more from Bossinger. He gets 5 strikeouts the first 2 innings. Finishes with 9 in 5 innings. The bottom of the 2nd, that's when the bats get going. Bases loaded for Dexter Swims. Pulls it down the line. Everybody coming home on that one. Swims is in there for a double. Makes it 3-0 Lions. Later, still 1 out. Guys on the corners for Troy Gagnon. Gagnon hammers it to left. Clears the fence for the 3-run jack. Southern gets 12 in the 2nd inning alone. Lions 6-0 for the first time since 2016. They take it 14-1. Softball now, Pitt State finishes up the UCO Festival with a pair of games today. On the first one, PSU falls to East Central 11-5. Mackenzie Goswick goes 1 for 3, drives in 2. On the nightcap, Gorillas not able to get it done against Oklahoma Christian. They fall again 10-4. Pitt State back at it on Saturday at the Washburn Invitational. The Galena Bulldogs, one of the hottest teams in the state right now. Galena has won 15 straight games, with their last loss coming all the way back on December 15th. Now tonight, Bulldogs hit the road to Pittsburgh to face Colgan, trying to stay rolling with just a week left in the regular season. Tyler Little, good look ahead to Kobe McLaughlin. Galena out to an early lead. Then check out Tyler Little. Dude doesn't move like a big guy. Sweet spin move there. Colgan hangs around early. Jalen Van Beesler on the break, scores and the foul. This one was a good one and it stayed tight, but Galena makes it 16 straight, 43-35. That's a look at sports. We're back after this.
We take time now to honor a local veteran. Petty Officer 3rd Class Jeremy Hopkins. The Broadon, Missouri native served in the U.S. Navy, and we are proud to salute Petty Officer 3rd Class Jeremy Hopkins. He's tonight's 4-state hero. Well, this could be your dream job, actually getting paid for sleeping at a 5-star luxury resort. A website called sleepstandards.com is looking for a candidate willing to spend 5 nights sleeping in different environments. Now, the candidate will be required to write a report on each night's sleep experience, the luxury resort being one of them. Now, the company which researches sleep quality products is planning to pay the chosen candidate $2,000 and all expenses paid. Applicants must provide links to all their social media pages. The deadline for entries, March 31st. So, Doug, I think we are missing out on an opportunity here. I think we should go join these folks.
I'm not a good sleeper anyway, so I don't know if it would really matter. But, hey, tonight's a good night to sleep as we drop back near freezing. And then tomorrow's a great day to get outside. 68, mostly sunny skies. 53 on Wednesday, a few morning showers. A little bit cooler Thursday and Friday, but the temps look good for the weekend.
All right, Doug, thank you. That's our time for now. Our next news time, 5 a.m. with the KOAM Morning News. Thanks for making us part of your night.